Today on the PageantCast Gazette, we're going to be talking Miss Universe, Miss Universe, Miss Universe. Oh yeah, and a little Miss Universe too. Today on the PageantCast Gazette. Well, let's get started with Miss Universe. It was held in Doral, Miami, Florida, and in late January 2015, we crowned the new Miss Universe 2014. Now, a lot of people wonder what's going on here. Well, if you remember, a couple of years back, it was in December of the year, so that was easier to understand. But the way things work, you get crowned like Miss USA in the summer, you're Miss USA 2014. Makes a lot of sense. Up until January. It takes that long for all those crowns to get to people. And it's just a weird thing, and it causes no end of problems. I put out announcements, hey, happy, congratulations to Miss Universe 2014, and it's January 2015, everybody telling me, oh, you dope, what are you doing? It's right, and I've screwed this up so many times, I double and quadruple check it. Trust me, it's Miss Universe 2014 that we're talking about here. One of the things I love about the Miss Universe competition is national costume. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh my God, it's so over the top, it's so this, it's so that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and it's a lot of fun. And we're going to take a look at that top 5 right now.
The top 5 national costumes, which were voted at home, included these finalists: Germany, India, Indonesia, Canada, and Argentina. Later on in the broadcast, they announced that the costume winner was Miss Universe Indonesia 2014, Elvira Divina Mira.
Early on in the competition, they named the top 15. The top 15 then went on to do swimsuit competition. Let's take a look at the top 15 at Miss Universe 2014.
Actually, we shot the Miss Universe here, the current Miss Universe, and they gave us location to see what we can do around this place, which was the golf, and it was the pool, and plus it was the Miss Universe Yamamai swimwear. So we want to use the new line that Miss Universe is in conjunction with Yamamai.
They know how to sit on a woman's body, so you immediately feel confident once you put on a Yamamai swimsuit. And you just know the works and the turns and all of that stuff, so you just feel confident as you put on a Yamamai swimsuit.
The top 15 semi-finalists included Colombia, Italy, India, France, USA, Indonesia, Venezuela, Spain, Philippines, Argentina, Jamaica, Ukraine, Brazil, Netherlands, and Australia.
The Yamamai swimsuit makes me feel really confident because it fits my body perfectly, and I'll obviously love to have a glowing tan as well to top it off.
Now, after all that swimsuit business, and believe me, I love me the swimsuit, we went into the evening gown competition with the top 10. And now let's take a quick look at the top 10.
Then we moved into the top 10, including Jamaica, Colombia, Ukraine, Argentina, Philippines, Spain, Netherlands, Venezuela, Australia, and the USA.
Hope you're enjoying the PageantCast, the first internet podcast dedicated to the women of beauty pageants. This is Rachel Janowski, Miss Teen Illinois Galaxy 2014, wishing you tiara dreams.
During the week at Miss Universe, they had a lot of activities that they did, and it was so much fun to follow on all the social media and for me on the press site. Let's take a look at some of these wonderful images and video that was all given to us courtesy of Miss Universe, like all the images you'll see here. Let's take a look at the events of the 3 weeks they were down there for Miss Universe.
PageantPodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Danelle Rank, Classic Ms. America, the Global United Pageant, and you are watching PageantCast.
Join the Facebook group that's taking Facebook by storm, the Great Lakes Pageant Scene. It's a forum for pageants held in states bordering the Great Lakes: Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and even into the province of Ontario. This is no void forum. We don't allow bashing, but we do allow great pageant results, pageant contestant and title holder appearance announcements, photos, videos, podcasts, and articles. That's the Great Lakes Pageant Scene on Facebook.
The PageantCast is on the road again. This time the PageantCast will be visiting the most beautiful women in the state of Illinois. The 2015 Miss Illinois United States Finals will be held March 29th at the Copernicus Center in Chicago. And the PageantCast is going to be right there to interview the contestants and some of the staff that are going to be a part of this huge event. And there's still time for you to get your tickets as well. All you need to do is go to MissIllinoisUS.com. MissIllinoisUS.com, and you can see the beautiful women of the Miss Illinois United States pageant coming March 29th to the Copernicus Center in Chicago. PageantCast will be there. We'll be doing interviews, putting out interviews on the show later on this year. Again, Miss Illinois United States 2015.
Well, let's take a look now at the pageant ratings for the last few years. We start with taking a look at Miss Universe. Now, I have quite a bit of data on Miss Universe, and you can see, really, let's be real about this, we're not in the 1980s anymore. In fact, we're not in the early 80s. The 70s and 80s were probably the biggest time for watching a pageant on television, as you can clearly see from the graph. But now let's take a look at not just Miss Universe, but let's look at Miss America and Miss USA as well. So let's take a quick peek at that. We're going to start with Miss America. Now you can see in 2009, they're still reeling from the whole country music and TLC stuff. Really poor while they're on cable. And you can tell when they get back to network TV in 2011. So let's keep that in mind as we see the next numbers. Now we have Miss USA. Now, Miss USA has been doing fairly well, but really not doing that much better than Miss America did while it was on cable. Better, definitely better, but it's been kind of just a decent performer. Now we put in Miss Universe, and it's all over the freaking joint. But it is definitely on an uptick this year. You can see it's quite a bit better than it has performed in quite some time. So good job for them. And now let's take a look at just the past few years of the big three. Miss America in red. And you can see they had a huge year in 2014. 2015, by the way, that's the September 2014 event. But they crowned Miss America 2015 down quite a bit, actually, from where it had been. So that's a little disheartening. Miss USA certainly not doing the same types of numbers that you see at the Miss America pageant, but, okay. Then we get to Miss Universe, which is kind of in between, and that's exactly where you see it. Now you can see, though, and this is interesting, Miss Universe basically beats Miss America this year if you're looking at just those 3 months. So between September and this January date, Miss Universe did quite well. Now remember, Miss Universe has been moving date quite a bit. I believe 2013 is when it was kind of the Christmas version of Miss Universe. So it's been moving all over the place. It really needs to find a home. Miss America, I've been picking on, but it does understand the whole idea of pick a home, stay there as much as you possibly can. Now, they had to move it in 2005. Somebody check me on that. When they had to move it to January. But then they moved it back to September, which I think was a good move for them overall. Though it probably screwed up their directors that year. Now, to give you an idea, though, if I put 1991 up here, Miss America had 26 million viewers. Yeah, that's how different it was. In that year, Miss Universe had 20 million. If you go just a few years earlier, into 1988, Miss America had 33 million and Miss Universe had 21 million. Now, I don't have the numbers from 1976 for Miss America, but in 76, Miss Universe had 36 million people watching. Yeah, that's 4 or 5 times in between that for each viewer that watched it this year. That's absolutely huge difference. All right, that's it from the pageant ratings desk.
Hey, fun fact, during Evening Gown, Nick Jonas was the person saying he was singing his big hit, Jealous. Well, a lot of people are jealous of him because he's going out with Olivia Culpo, who is a past Miss Universe and a guest here on the PageantCast. So that was very fun. Okay, so we finished that. Then it was time for Miss Congeniality, which was Nigeria. That's Nigeria. And then they got to Photogenic, and Photogenic was Miss Puerto Rico. And you can really see how she got that. And in fact, they took that moment that the host grabbed her and took a selfie to put out on Instagram. Apparently they thought they were Ellen DeGeneres. Obviously, after top 10, you go to final 5. And here's that final 5 for you.
After the final walk with Gabriella Islar, Miss Universe 2013, they announced the top 5, and I'm just going to give you the results so we don't go through the same list twice. The 4th runner-up was Jamaica. 3rd runner-up was Netherlands. 2nd runner-up was Ukraine, leaving these two standing on the stage. The 1st runner-up was USA, and our new Miss Universe 2014 was Colombia. Paulina Vega, Miss Universe 2014.
Congratulations to Colombia, our new Miss Universe.
I think she has a few fans in the house tonight,
A
Natalie.
lot of fans here from
and I know a lot of people cheering at home. Congratulations to Columbia and all of our contestants tonight. Thank you. A big thanks to all of you at home who helped us out with the votes and the questions. We will see you next.
Well, that's it. That's it for our coverage of Miss Universe. Congratulations to Paulina Vega. You are Miss Universe 2014. I said it right. Yay! Come on, tell Donald Trump I got it right. We really want to thank the Miss Universe organization for all the great pictures and video that you see here at the PageantCast on this show. And hope you enjoyed the program as much as I did. I thought it was great. 3 hours I still think is a little long. I think they could have got away with it in 2.5 hours, but I realize it has to be a little bit longer because of national costume and just how many contestants that they have. But a little bit shorter would have been okay. You could tell there are a couple places where somebody backstage was just doing the stretch. Anyway, great. The set was spectacular. I loved the set. So, that's it for Miss Universe 2014. And that's it for the PageantCast Gazette this week. Until next time, Tierra Dreams, everybody.